Hello. This is a project for managerial accounting at Fresno State University. Our group decided to examine Chapter 7, which focuses on relevant and irrelevant costs in regards to managerial decision making. The first step in decision making process is identifying the problem.
The problem is simply the situation in which we will be making the decision. The first problem we will identify is what piece of technology to buy.
The second step is determining the decision alternatives, which are other possible decisions to consider.
In our example, we have narrowed down the options to a laptop and a tablet. As a result, all other alternatives will no longer be considered past step 2.
Step 3 of the chapter focused on evaluating costs and the benefits for alternatives. What our group focused on were relevant factors such as cost differences. Cost differences are items that cost two separate things.
The process we use to evaluate the costs is referred to as incremental analysis or differential analysis. It is also known as relevant costing because it only focuses on the factors that are relevant.
An example would be whether someone is buying a tablet or a laptop. The cost would be different processor speed and the amount of storage space, which could also be different between tablets and laptops. The chapter discussed relevant costs, which are costs that have a potential to influence decisions and must occur in the future. They also differ between decision alternatives. It is sometimes called avoidable costs because of the ability to choose one cost instead of the other.
As you can see, there are 4 factors that we need to evaluate in this example: processor speed, storage space, whether or not it has a touchscreen, and the price. These are all considered relevant because each of these factors differs from the alternative. Another type of relevant cost is opportunity costs. Opportunity costs are the benefits that we give up by choosing one alternative over the other. In our example with the laptop and the tablet, the opportunity cost of choosing the laptop would be losing out on the touchscreen on the tablet.
Irrelevant costs are costs that do not affect decision making. This includes costs that have already been incurred, which are known as sunk costs, and costs that do not differ in alternatives.
If we go back to our example with the laptop and the tablet, there are a few other factors that could be considered irrelevant. One of these factors would be connecting to wireless networks. Both of these things are capable of doing so, so it wouldn't affect our overall decision. Another factor that we might consider irrelevant would be the color. More than likely, both of these devices probably come in multiple colors, therefore that also would not affect our overall decision.
Sunk costs are used to evaluate previous decisions because they are costs that were incurred in the past. Some examples of sunk costs are advertising expenses, staff training, and investing in research.
Step 4 is making the decision. It's important for us to consider qualitative as well as quantitative factors when we decide which alternative to choose. Last but not least of the decision-making process is step 5, and it's to review your results. It is important to analyze the results so you know whether or not you made the correct decision for future reference.